next asana, Parivrtta Trikonasana, which is second variation of Trikonasana. So let's start for that. Again, you can bring the hands in front of the chest, inhale, bend the knees and jump, spread the legs out. Yeah, and place the hands on the hip now. So let's try the Parivrtta Trikonasana with right side first. So here we're going to turn our right foot inward, outward, rolling the right thigh externally, and roll the left toes a little bit inward and trying to turning the hip all the way forward, trying to roll the outer left hip forward nicely. Now, if somebody find it a little difficult in this position to keeping the hip square, what we can do, move the toes slightly inward and raise the back heel a little bit up in this position and roll the left hip nicely here first, and then try to press the heels down in this position as much you can. Or the second way, what we can do here, for example, as you're keeping the heels to heel align here, so it's a little bit challenging for as you open the legs wide. So we can move the right foot slightly out. It can make us a little bit more comfortable to keeping the hip square here. So hands on the hip, nicely roll the outer left hip in this position, but more working on the back leg, which is the foundation. So you're pushing the left heel strongly on the floor, pressing through the outer arch of the left foot, and your toes pointing out and pressing the metatarsal. Knee rolling inward in this position, trying to roll the thigh leg out to inward. So the back thigh hamstring rolling outward and quads moving into inward movement. So which will allow us to roll the left hip forward. So the crease of the buttocks rolling outwards from the inner side, medial side to the lateral movement completely here. And maintaining the extension, the lumbar region, and sharply stretch from the sides of the body. Chest lifted upward and trying to roll the shoulder back and keep the hands backward. So try to make a nice expansion, make the more space in the top of the chest or the clavicle region. So from the center of the chest to the clavicle moving like away from each other towards the shoulder tip, nicely expand, and nicely trying to make an extension from the abdominal region, from the pelvic region to all the way to the top of the chest. Nice lift here, and the broaden in the top of the chest here. Now, let's get into the Parivrtta Trikonasana. Keep the front leg strong, pressing the ball of a big toe, shifting the more weight on the front foot, and trying to keep the kneecap locked and the knee moving out, aligned with the second toe in this position. And now, here we're going to make a one action to have that more firmness in our legs, which is the internal rotation of the leg. So I want you to try, Nikki, like rolling the both legs like internal in this position. See what happens if we can have that more stability in the legs. So yeah, keep rolling the left hip inward, but both legs trying to roll the internally inward, but we need to push the outer right buttock backward. So maintain that internal rotation in the both leg here, pressing the big toe strongly. Now, inhale, take the left arm up, stretch from the sides of the body. So as you stretch your left arm high on the top, so trying to shift your weight a little bit backward in this position. So see, as you stretch up high nicely from the sides of the body, so what happens, we can shift the more weight on the back leg. We can feel the heaviness of the back leg. So I want you to feel the heaviness of the back leg so that we can keep our mind on our back leg. So otherwise, if we don't keep the work on the back leg, the front leg become more heavier, or more pressure on the front leg. So nicely stretch up, work on the extension to make the weight light. As you exhale, you try to make extension, press the heel down, press the heel and go slowly, maintain the extension, extension, and reaching the left hand down outside of your right ankle. So the same action like Ardha Uttanasana, you press the palms on the floor and try to press the palm, lift your torso high, like how you do the halfway, like flat back, straight back, pressing the hand, stay there for a bit. So the ankle and the heel of the left palm very close to each other, and use your left hand to push the right ankle inward, and then in this position press the palm. Now as you inhale, try to fix the left shoulder into the body and flip the right shoulder up. Try to raise the right shoulder like upward in this position and fixing the shoulder blade nicely into the body. Stay here for a bit. Now bring the attention to the abdominal region. Try to move the navel up to the right side. So left side of the ribs moving under in this position, and raise the right side of the ribs nicely on the top. So right shoulder moving back and shoulder blade moving down towards the buttocks. So once you get the nice rotation in the spine, then final step, you take the right arm up, stretching the right arm up, pressing through the left hand and trying to extend the right arm up, get a little bit length in the torso, and then turn your head to the right side and look at your right hand. But keep pushing the outer right hip back and maintain the nice extension from the sides of the body and try to twist your spine nicely. So try to work on the left side of the chest strongly, pushing the left shoulder blade nicely into the body so that we can have a nice rotation in our spine. So we can twist our spine nicely in this position. So shoulder moving backward here and trying to allow your left side of the ribs to go down as much possible towards the right thigh here in this position, and trying to press the hand and lifting the torso a little bit higher in this position. Yes, and pressing the inner arch of the right foot. As we exhale, slowly look down and right hand on the right hip, hold your waistline and settle, bend your right knee in this position and come back to the center very slowly, and then change the side. So let's try with the support of the brick. For example, somebody having the really stiff thigh, people suffering with a back pain, so it's become challenging for them to go deeper into the forward movement. So again, let's try to adjust the leg again the same way, keeping the hip square, hands on the hip. Now with the inhalation, what you're going to do, take the right arm up, stretch your right arm high up to the ceiling, inhale. Now as we exhale, again the same way, bend forward and bring your hand closer to the floor with the extension, fold forward and reaching the right hand on the brick. You can adjust the brick inside, outside of the ankle, or still if too deep for you, if you cannot go really deep in this position. So what we can do, we can use the chair as well. So here, Nikki, I want you to place the hand on the seat of the chair. Press the hand strongly on the chair. Yeah. So work on the again rotation. Now again press the hand. Try to lift the torso high and then twist, 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 twist. Perfect. Keep the bottom leg stronger. So nicely twist the spine here, but trying to push the shoulder backward in this position and raise the left shoulder high. So right side of the body. So from the right side of the body, completely moving away from the midline, and the left side of the body moving towards the midline, towards the spine. So right side scapula, sides of the belly moving away from the midline, and the left side of the body moving towards the midline. So once you get a nice twist here, take the left arm up, stretch your left arm high and turn your head and look at your left hand, twisting the cervical as well. Keeping the both hips in a neutral position here, pushing the right thigh strongly backward, pressing through the back of the right heel in this position, and try to maintain that internal rotation in the leg or to have that stability in the legs in this position. Stay here, take a few breaths, press the hand and then stretch your arm higher in this position, take a few breaths. As you exhale, left hand on the hip, look down to the chair, bend the left knee slowly and then come back to the center. And then release your leg, bring your feet together. Just pause a little bit. The Trikonasana. Okay, yeah, ready. Okay, let's try again. Parivrtta Trikonasana with the Ahimsa stick. Yeah, so what you're going to do now, the same way again, you place the hands on the hip, you can step your legs or jump. If somebody have any joint pain, for example, knee pain, ankle pain, or any hip pain, so this pressure, the stepping, or those are fit and fine, they can jump. So let's try, so to the right side. So you turn the right foot out, roll the right leg and turn the left toes inward, adjust your leg nicely, rolling the hip, keeping the hip square. Yeah, adjust the back leg nicely, pressing the heel. So left hip rolling nicely forward the same way as we already explained Trikonasana. So we have the Ahimsa stick now. So how are we going to use this trick? So we're going to hook the stick on behind our back on the upper arms. So here on the top of the shoulders. So now what you're going to do, you're going to extend the arms, like use your bicep, straight arms here. So try to use your bicep, try to push the arms like forward in this position. So as you like are trying to push the hands forward like a straight arm and push the hands forward. As you push the hands forward, it will help you to get a little bit length in the chest. So trying to lift the chest nicely upward in this position. Yeah, keep pressing the hands against the stick. Is okay? Yeah. Like keep pushing the biceps, like pushing the elbows strongly forward and raise the chest high. Take a breath in this position. Nice lift. Shift your body weight back on your left leg, chest high and shoulder moving backward. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, try to bend forward slowly and slowly. Yeah, keep opening the chest. And then on the way, as you go down, try to stay here and then twist your spine in this position. Rolling the left shoulder down and lifting the right shoulder high, like actively by using the core strength in this position. Yeah. Use your arms to push the stick forward against towards the spine as much possible, and trying to actively roll the left side of the body down as much you can. I'll help you a little bit to get deeper in this position, and then opening the chest to the right side and twist nicely in this position. You good? Yeah, a more deeper twist, and we have a fully expansion in our chest. So left shoulder nicely into the body, and I'm using my right arm to pull her right shoulder a little back so that she can have a more deep twist in a Parivrtta Trikonasana. And you can turn your head up, look up the ceiling. We take a few breaths in this position. As we exhale, look down, slowly bend the knee and release, and slowly back to center, and then relax. Slowly you can step your foot front, feet together.